All right. This is Calibos, and we're doing stuff and things and crazy. Let's investigate the possibility of mushroom soup. I could use some food. I have a lot of death markers around here now. Bowls, mushroom soup. Nope. Do we have maybe to have two different kinds of mushrooms? Mushroom. Mushroom stew clay bucket. Crazy talk. Okay, that's a little weird. That's a bit weird. We'll do it. Just think it's weird. Chuck this in here. We have apples. Go apples. Grab this. Grab a stick. Can we use a treated stick? That'd be nice. Nope. Can't use a treated stick. All right, how about a regular stick? Can we use a regular stick? We do. We have pots. Mushroom stew. Perfect. Everything is great. Not actually sure that it fed us, but everything is great. What were we doing? We were making things and stuff. So we are going to need some redstone. Here, redstone, redstone, redstone. Wow, did we go through all of the redstone? Just about. Okay, so we do actually have brown mushrooms. We're going to plant some of these because we want them to do mushroom things. We're also going to grab these loot crates and stuff. So we'll do this in here. Eye of redstone. I don't even know what that is. Slimy dirt, emerald sword, fluid cow. What? Did it just give us a cow? Overgrowth seeds, emerald sword. What? Don't know what that means. We have a Lexica Botanica. 4 buckets. We have a milk fluid cow. Crazy. We have a cow that makes milk. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of that, wrench, iron wand, stuff. So we're actually going to need to sort our stuff just a little bit better than we have been. And honestly, these things are kind of terrifying to me. So let's find them all. I mean, we're gonna use them. So let's grab all the chance stuff. Alright, so let's see if we can put them into storage system without using them. Like I said, we are going to use them. I just don't want to use them yet. Let's get all of our various iron equipment that's running around. I thought there was an iron helm around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There. We now have armor. Sweet, we can melt this down. Loot cake. Loot cake. I honestly should not have opened them right there. That was perhaps less wise than I should have been. But the fact that we've got item cows, how weird is that? Like, really weird. We still need this. We're still going to need cooked stone, cobblestone, and wood. Got prismarine now. Lexica Botanica, we'll take this, we'll get rid of that, we'll get rid of that, get rid of that. So let's grab some of this. And we'll pull this apart and we'll start cooking this down. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's get some regular cobblestone now. So what we're trying to do is, like I said, we're trying to make compacting drawers. Because some of the stuff that we want to make, compacting drawer. Some of the stuff that we want to make is going to have multiple different states. So we'll grab some iron. And pistons, go. So we'll do this. We'll grab another one of these. There it is. Let's go. So what else do we need for more pistons? So we need I'm trying to end up with not an odd number of pistons. 6 is actually a really good start for the knots. So now we need some basic drawers. We have some of this. We have some of this. We can just do that fancy thing. Basic drawers. And now that gives us compacting drawers. So we're going to need some more stone. We've got. So we have compacting drawers. So typically what I choose to do is I will choose to put compacting drawers at the bottom. Now these are useful because I go ahead and say take this flint and pop it in there. So now you'll see that there is a flint block and 9 flint. So if I go ahead and pull See, is this one locked? Key. So we unlock this, and always try to unlock it first, and you pull all the flint out. And lock it again so you don't run into weird stuff. And put all the flint in. And boom. And the reason you would do this is the flint itself actually uses fewer so it holds a specific amount of things, but it bases it on the condensed version. So it holds a certain amount of, does it say? Yeah, 16 stacks. But it holds 16 stacks of the compressed flint block rather than 16 stacks of the flint. So you actually get 9 times 16 stacks of flint. And here, it's actually the double compressed cobblestone. I mean, this is just like a rough guess, but it's like 1.5 million cobble, give or take, because you're talking about double compressed is 81, and you're just, it's 16 times 81 stacks of compacting, or of cobblestone. So I mean, it's 16 times 81 times 64, which is not a minor amount of cobblestone. But we can go ahead and we can do that with dust. We can do that with the gravel. I mean, sand. So this is actually going to... we have lots of sand. This is actually going to help our storage problems immensely. On top of that, so we have compressed dust. If we put the dust in here, so we now have that. And what do we need for... I don't actually have any... I don't know where my crafting table on a stick keeps disappearing to. What do we need for this? So that, put in our sand, which is there. Now this is where it gets tricky. So it just finds the next step up. So you'll see that it converts it from sand to sandstone. But if I use compressed sand and I put it in here, we now have sand, compressed sand, and double compressed sand. So it can be very weird. So we actually want to specifically lock this and lock these so that they don't give us further trouble along those lines. But these are now accessible by this. So anything, wow, I think I actually like the way this design looks accidentally. It's like some sort of weird spider thing. I don't know. Let's claim this block so nothing gets blown up. So this is here. Yeah, we've claimed that. It's ours. We have power. We have lots of power at 40 RF a tick. Is it? Oh, it's filling this up. Okay, that's legit. I can do that. So it produces less power than the generator, but it's maintenance free. I'll take it. Clay. Oh, look, we're going to get some clay. Alright, so we're going to get 2 clay out of this. Boom, 2 clay. Man, I'm amazing. Legendary loot crate. what we would actually really like is some stuff. Reinforced obsidian that's witherproof. I guess that's okay. Pumpkin seeds. Cactus green. So fish, pumpkin seeds. We have lots of pumpkin seeds. Honestly, I think we need to start making grassy areas. We also need to start making more compacting drawers. Looks like we're going to need more iron for that. But it's going to take quite a lot of work, actually, to get all of the compacting drawers done. Let's chunk through the nickel. Go for it. Compacting drawers. We're going to need some basic drawers. We're going to need some wood. Now, one of the benefits of the quarry, and it's not of crazy benefit just at this moment, because we don't have a lot of... Oh, crazy. Because we don't have a lot of... Oh, that's snad, actually. We don't have enough blaze rods to really make it useful, as we can use the quarry to mine, because, you know, it's a quarry. Let's do this. Everything that we had extras of is now in the system. So we're going to need drawers. We're going to need wood for that. This. That nonsense. Chests. So, like so, and boom. So what other things can we throw in here? Here's gravel. That's going to help. Now, can we compress gunpowder? I'm going to say probably not. In some packs you can, and some packs you cannot. And this one you clearly cannot. I think that we can actually do it here. So the uses for this. So block of quartz. Now, typically, with the block of quartz, you cannot convert it back. There's no recipe for converting it back. But sometimes, for example, if you have storage drawers, you can set it to lock. So now, if you get blocks of quartz and you put it in here, if we grab one of these, okay, so we can actually convert it back on our own. But now we have quartz in the system. It saves us a bunch of space. And storage drawer and gravel. All right. So this is kind of the plan at this point, is just to start collecting all of the compact giant chance cube. We are going to have to get a really big distance. And I'm probably going to back the world up first, because there's one of the things where it just blows everything up. And I mean everything. I would really not prefer to have everything destroyed. So again, we're going to move all of the metal stuff into the other room. Once we have how can we do this storage upgrade? Don't see any metal. Let's draconium. Once we have enough essence sorted, and it's going to be a lot easier to find all of that once we have it in the storage drawers, then we're going to start making seeds and growing things like, you know, gold and iron and whatnot, because there's just a lot of stuff. Now, in order to get to that point, we're going to do this and this and that and that and that. All right. So let's check on our... So that's full. We've got some coal coke. Take the coal coke, toss it in here. Let's get some iron, and we'll make some steel. I mean, I do not feel that I can emphasize enough how slow this process is. So just throw in a bunch and wait. So this is going to require power. So it's kind of... Set it up. One away from the wall, I guess. So this requires power. So power will go into... typically I put power in the top. This is an output slot, so I place them backwards. We'll put dirt or whatever in here. We'll put the seed in here. This holds water. This is fertilizer. And typically, you know, it has a growth modifier of 1, so it always grows whatever. This is how much power it takes. It does have an internal buffer. This is for stuff that it collects. So, for example, this is typically how I would place them. With the output there. Just seems like it's better. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a bunch of these things. And we're going to set them up, pump water into them, and that's actually going to be relatively fast and easy. And we're going to pump power into the top and just begin harvesting, you know, just planting stuff. It's mostly going to be for what you call it. I can't remember what it's called. It's mostly going to be for the purposes of mystical agriculture. Because if we look at the seeds in this, there are a lot of them, and we're probably going to need most of them. We're going to have to work our way up the inferium seeds all the way up to 6. You know, we're going to have to get stone, dirt, nature, all of this. So, I mean, if we look at our quest book here, you know, this is going to be kind of a pain. Like 1 insanium essence is, so that's 4 of these, 16, 64, 256. What is that? 1,024. So, I mean, 4, 16, 64. So this is 4 stacks. This is 8 stacks of Inferium Essence for 1 Insanium Essence. And that's why it's called Insanium. Apparently we have random reward. Cobblestone generator. That would have helped. Oh man, look at all these freaking cows. Random reward. Climbing gloves. Random reward. Void metal ingots. Oh, those were impossible to get. So now we have some. Go for us. So we'll call it here. In our next thing, I'm going to hopefully have a room set up for this garden cloche. And not just this garden cloche, but a lot of garden cloches. I'm actually going to give them probably their own storage system. So they won't be directly plugged into this storage system. I'm going to give them their own. And then all of the regular stuff will be in here. And the reason for this is what I'd like to do is some of the stuff is going to require processing and some of the stuff is not going to require processing, or that is incorrect. All of it will require processing. Some of it will be able to be made into multiple things, and some of it will be able to be made into only a single thing. So anything that can only be made into a single thing will be automatically crafted into it. And anything that has multiple uses will not be, because I won't know what we'll need until we need it. So I guess that's how that's going to work. And at some point, we are actually going to go straight up into applied energistics. And use an ME system. Let's see. We have refined storage. We don't have refined storage. So yeah, we'll go into applied energistics, and that's going to be stuff and things. Anyway, I hope you liked the episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Simple as that. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. You folks have a great night.